Bandar Malaysia is a 486-acre site of land in Sungai Besi, Kuala Lumpur. It's been designated as a transport hub and is a strategic national development project for Malaysia. In June 2015, as part of the rationalisation plan of 1MDB, we decided to conduct a search for a suitable development partner to help us in developing this project. 1MDB appointed C.H. Williams as a transaction advisor, and in June 2015, we managed to receive 40 expressions of interest from companies all over the world, including Australia, China, the Middle East, Singapore, and of course, from Malaysia. We then shortlisted 4 bidders as part of the process, and eventually, in November 2015, 2 final and binding bids were received. Now, the winning bidder, as you would now see today in front of you, is a consortium comprising of Iskandar Waterfront Holdings with 60% and China Rail Engineering Company with 40%. I would like to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit more about our partners and why did we choose them. Iskandar Waterfront Holdings is a public-private partnership. It's 60% owned by Credence Resources and led by Tan Sri Lim Kang Ho, who has extensive experience in a number of major transportation projects in Malaysia, including the Duke Highway and, of course, the Iskandar Waterfront City. The 40% partner of IWH is Credence Resources, which is ultimately owned by the state government of Johor via KPRJ. Iskandar Waterfront owns over 4,300 acres of prime waterfront land in Johor Bahru, and it has successfully brought in development partners, including Temasek and various large international companies such as Greenland Group into their transactions. CREC, on the other hand, is one of the largest engineering and development companies in the world. It is currently number 71 in the global Fortune 500. It has a turnover of over $100 billion US dollars. It is involved in the construction and development of mixed use, railways, ports, airports, dams, highways, you name it, they are there. And they are present in over 60 countries globally. Accordingly, the Bandar Malaysia project now has 2 key anchor partners, being 1MDB, which is 100% owned by the Ministry of Finance, Inc., with 40%, and 60% by the consortium. The transaction terms are essentially a land valuation of 12.35 billion ringgit per square foot. Sorry, for the entire venue. It's okay, you don't have to pay us that much. Of which the 60% stake by the consortium is valued at $7.41 billion. Upon execution of the SPA this morning, 1MDB will receive a deposit of 10%, equating to 741 million ringgit, and there will be various conditions precedent to be satisfied prior to completion, which we plan to occur around June 2016. So ladies and gentlemen, by this partnership, we have achieved a significant land valuation for our stake in Bandar Malaysia. We have achieved commercial terms which are fair, reasonable, and mutually beneficial to both parties. And thirdly, we have certainty for what has been the third leg in the 1MDB rationalisation plan that was announced in June 2015. By way of reference, the first leg was the binding term sheet executed with IPIC. The second leg was the sale of EDRA, and this is the third and final piece of the puzzle. So in a way, whilst it represents the end from a 1MDB perspective in terms of signing executed agreements for the rationalisation plan, it represents a new beginning for us and our new partners, the IWH CREC consortium to take Bandar Malaysia to the next level.